Well,
Hey, buddy. You're welcome. I owe you a lot of apologies. So let me just get right down to it. One, I said when I started doing this, I needed to have a clear mind. I need to be focused on the BU, getting through and cracking the puzzle, fixing, cracking the code, figuring out the puzzle. I think the coffee is making me sweat all the time. Makes perfect sense. And after the week I've had yet again, I want something cold to drink, and I don't want water. And I'm off of soda. So this is the next best thing. And I realize I'm beginning to look like a sojuholic, but I can assure you I'm not. That's what they all say. I just wanted something cold, and this was there. It's already like left over from the last live stream, which should tell you that's pretty much it, is when I'm hanging out with you all. Let me also apologize for the fact that the room is a mess. It's an absolute disaster. You probably can't see half of it, but like, you shouldn't see that light. It should be hidden away. Nope, I didn't fix it. My shirt is wrinkled, but I wanted to wear this shirt. What else? My hair is fluffy. It's awry. I didn't care. I wanna be you. That's what I want to do right now. But here's the biggest apology. There's always a lot of, well, see, I say that like I have a lot of experience with this. I don't. Apparently, it's my understanding that there's a lot of different ways to view the BU. There's right ways, there's wrong ways. I've heard people say, I used to watch this reactor and now I don't because of how they watched the BU. Now, I don't understand that, but to each their own, okay? But that tells me, like, I can mess this process up. And you know me, I love to go rogue. Well, I'm going to apologize because in the last video, the last thing I said, and I was genuine about, was next time I want to sit down and I want to go through all the lyrics of these short film songs. And I want to go back through and find the translations of these captions or text that are on the screen. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. I want to see more videos. I am a director. That's what I do. I love these visuals and I love these stories. And if I crack the code, I crack the code. I'm not going to figure out the whole BU. I know that. But I really just want to sit down and just get lost in something right now. And rather than do that irresponsibly with a video game, which I'll be doing this weekend for the first time in like a year. What? Sidebar. I wanted to get back into this. And I'll tell you, how much time have I wasted? Oh, 4 minutes. We're killing it. And I was supposed to put this BU video out yesterday. And I didn't. You know, we had Neha's wedding last weekend. I've been trying to catch up this week. I'm late with the BU, so it's like it's going to be 2 days late by the time I put it out. And I've been trying to put out like a BU video every other week. Like, so basically every other week, like clockwork, here comes a new BU. Since this is the holiday season, and I am honestly surprised at how many of you have stuck with me through the BU into the holiday season. I thought there would be a huge drop off. But I mean, maybe two people left, and it's understandable. I get it. But that being said, because I appreciate how many of you, or those of you that have stuck around through the holiday season, I intend to do a couple more BU videos than I have been doing for this month. I can't promise, and I know what you're going to say, but I'm going to do my best as a way to say thank you, and thank you for your support, for being here, which now that I realize, when I release these videos publicly, none of this is going to make sense. What are you going to do? So, shall we? So where does that leave us? I am right now, there's my screen, 2017 BTS Live Trilogy Episode 3, The Wings Tour trailer. This was a trailer created for the Wings Tour itself, which is story-orientated. It leads on to the next song, which is Blood, Sweat, and Tears, which, if I can think of a song that has been highly requested for me to see and I guess break down, it's Blood, Sweat, and Tears. So I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a little nervous about that one. But for now, it's the Wings Tour trailer, which could be 10 seconds. It could be, actually, I could see it. It's a minute 52. Bozo. But I'm prepared. I got a soju. I've got my Roscoe bracelet from Killian. I've got, check this out. You haven't seen this yet. This is from Lisa, Pocky Girl. It says, you ready? Do it for the story. What? Fun meters are clear. And Lisa sent me this necklace, which I'm too lazy to stand up. Hear it? It says Captain, and then it has a ring behind it that says Big Comfy Couch. Love it. I might have to tuck this away for silencing reasons. But don't worry, you can still see my pecs. Oh, you're welcome. Roscoe After Dark. Now that I have 7 minutes, cheers. Okay. Ready? Okay, I just need to remind myself. The Wings Tour trailer. Trailer for the tour. Got it.
Take me to the sky.
Oh! Whoa! I want to give them all the credit, but I know there's a lot more people behind things like this than just the 7 of them. I know that. And I don't just mean like Lumpens. And I don't just mean like the producer. I mean like everybody. The assistant director, the best boy, if they're even called that anymore. The key grips, like the lighting people, the makeup artists, the costume design. Oh, everybody's got a little piece of the puzzle. Huh, huh, huh. Oh, this is so good. Oh, this is so good. Man, I even down to the sound effects. I'm listening right now, and there's like 3 layers of sound effects happening to make you feel this atmosphere. But I don't know if that's really where I want to break this down. I need to be BUing this.
Take me to the sky.
All right, so we got Yoongi. I tell you what, I got a theory about the way that they're laying. It came to me during a live stream when I was watching some stage mix of, I guess, a BU song that I'd already seen. They were laying on the floor. I recognized the circle. I saw the way that their legs were positioned, and then I got the theory and went. So, Yoongi, the piano destroyed. Remember the piano was in the music store, fire burning. Yep. Jimin with the apple. He's bound in some way, the blindfold. It looks like even a choker of maybe little flowers. Hard to tell. But the apple. The mother and child. Oh, whoa. I didn't even see. Is that Hobie? Bunch of arrows. Oh, arrows. That's interesting. I feel like that's new. Is that new? Mother and child. That's fantastic. Jin with the water. Oh! Wow. This, okay. V is growing these wings. Wasn't it Cookie that was doing the painting in one, was it Begin, I think? Yeah, Begin. And I think he was getting wings in a shadow. So maybe they all do. I don't know. But we've kind of established at this point that V is a bit of a loner, a wanderer. He's different in some way, I think. Oh, we got some butterflies too with Yoongi. Yoongi in the forest, enchanted forest, butterflies. Wow. Wait, so this smoke is something too, because I saw this back here. Butterfly. Okay. It took me a second. We had to pause it. We're kind of cheating. Not really. Butterfly. So there's more smoke. We've got the broken glass. I think, so this is Jin, who was kissing the water or drinking the water, either way. Now it's broken glass, which could be ice, maybe. I don't know. But the smoke. And I've been saying that my theory is that Jin is like fate, is destiny. And I think that still holds true. I haven't seen any evidence against that. So if this is Jin and all that water is done, V has got his wings, Cookie has, I guess, the black paint or something, and he's starting to like cry colors. Hobie's being lifted out of the arrows. Jimin was lifted up. And it's like in some way, V and his wings are like the current hero or some kind of protagonist. And somehow these guys have conquered fate. Because now Jin seems to be the one that's, well, I guess technically that's not even right. Because he's doing the exact same thing that Hobie's doing, that Jimin is doing, just being lifted up. Huh. Ah, but he's cracking. Oh, see, and that's a face of either victory. There's a little bit of, not cynicism, sinisterness, sinisterition. Right there. Beautiful. Wow. Don't let me forget to tell you my theory on their laying down thing. That is a curtain. That is very clearly a curtain. It's like he's on a stage, which would make sense. The wings tore. Okay, tore. More curtains. Fantastic. Fantastic. So if this is BU and it's all tied together, I can only assume that, yes, we have, and I think we know this from what we just saw, we've got a lot of confirmations and tie-ins of things we've already seen. So a lot of it's tied together. But we've also been introduced into new elements of the puzzle that we will get some kind of tie-in as we go. For instance, the arrows. I don't remember the arrows. And it's probably not great that I only do a video once every other week, because when I'm coming in a little unfresh. Is that a word? Unfresh. Defresh? If I ever turn to rap, remind me to use that. I'm D-fresh. No. Okay, so I think this was incredible. Let's just move along, shall we? Now, the next note says, this next piece is not officially BU, but there's a suggestion to watch Boy Meets Evil. It's a J-Hope solo, and it has hints to the BU. So that being said, even if it's not officially BU, if there's hints, maybe we can, like, we have to take that with a grain of salt. It might not be like BU, 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 but there might be some information, maybe some more tie-ins. Boy Meets Evil.
My scene was...
This isn't official BU? Huh. I mean, it starts exactly like BU. I'm assuming this is Demian by Hermann Hesse, which I have started reading, by the way. That's how committed I am. That's how much I love this stuff.
It's not specific.
Okay, let me start over. I'm running my mouth.
My scene was not specifically this or that, but consisted of having shaken hands with the devil. The devil held me in his clutches. The enemy was behind me.
Wow.
어두워져가 내 미래의 빛 지기 어린 사랑의 이른 꿈의 길내 야망의 도끼 매어 칼을 갈았지 뭐 참을 수 없는 내 욕심에 칼을 무뎌져 알고 있었다 이 사랑은 악마의 또 다른 이름 손을 잡지 마 외쳤지만 쳐버렸지 내 양심을 날이 갈수록 느끼는 날카로운 현실도 현실에 지겨분게 묻은 비트 생각 못했지 그 욕심이 지옥을 부르는 나팔이 던지는 숨이 차오르고 뒤틀린 현실에 눈 감는 매일 밤 울리는 비극에 오르고 But 이 죄밖에 그걸 잊는 게 당초에 보기가 안 돼요 그 입술이 너무 달콤했기에 연했지 버려진 깨어나고 볼 땐 이미 사방인지를 건드릴 수 없는 매성주의 시선들 기적고 외쳐 이 현실을 미치도록 좋았지 달콤함에 중독된 병실 그래 병실 놓치기 싫어 쌍화의 손길을
Wow.
But it's the sweet, it's the sweet, it's the sweet too bad. But it's the sweet, it's the sweet, it's the sweet too bad. But it's the sweet, it's the sweet, it's the sweet too bad. But it's the sweet, it's the sweet, it's the sweet. It's too evil. It's too evil. It's too evil. Yeah, it's evil.
Okay. Does anything change? No, because we have all the pieces. We need to read the lyrics. And then we're going to go back and watch this again. Definite ties to the BU. The shift from either black and white or standard color into like the acid trip, which was in, I don't even know what video it was. It was one of the videos we saw. In the room, Hobie, pills, medication, whatever, and then complete acid trip. And then colors on the wall, seeing sounds. What else? What else? There was other stuff. Wow, I'm totally drawing a blank. Lyrics. Boy Meets Evil. Yes. Okay. So the choreography is going to be the key. That's what's going to tell us the story. Give you this a little bigger. Ready? Man, I'm bright. It's getting dark, the light of my future. The path of my dream I lost because of my immature love. My determined ambition, I sharpened my sword every day. But it gets dulled by my irresistible greed. I know it all. This love is another name for evil. Don't hold its hand, I shouted, but betrayed my own conscience. The fierce reality that I feel more and more every day, ripped by reality, my crimson blood gets shed. I haven't thought that the greed would become a horn that calls upon hell. Breath. I get out of breath, and every night as I close my eyes in a twisted reality, the music box of tragedy plays along. Let me read that again. I get out of breath, and every night as I close my eyes in a twisted reality, the music box of tragedy plays along. But to free myself from this sin, I can't just give up and forget it, because those lips were too sweet. The future abandoned by me, drunk in love. As I woke up and looked around, already surrounding me were traps. The harsh stares of people around me that I couldn't do anything with. I cry for a miracle in this reality. Rewind. I was madly in love. I was a fool addicted to your sweetness. Yeah, a fool. I didn't want to let go of the touch of evil. Too bad, but it's too sweet. It's too sweet. It's too sweet. It's too evil. Yeah, it's evil. Jeez. I love the poetry of this. The greed would become a horn that calls upon hell. It's getting dark, the light of my future. The path of my dream I lost because of my immature love. Okay. I'm going to try something I've never done before. I'm going to, for my own purposes, just kind of reword this and almost kind of like represent it. I had this bright future and I lost it. I was so driven and I hustled every single day, but I got so greedy and I thought I knew everything that I lost it. This love, this level of greed is another name for evil. I betrayed myself. The greed is what brought this hell. Every night, going to sleep, tragedy. To free myself from this sin, I can't just give up and forget. Okay, so how do I free myself? Because those lips were too sweet. As I woke up and looked around, I'm trying to free myself. I'm already surrounded by traps as soon as I wake up. I cry for a miracle. I was a fool addicted to your sweetness. Maybe I'm missing something, but there's not a resolution here, and I think that's interesting. What I mean is, this line specifically, but to free myself from this sin, from this greed, I can't just give up and forget it. So there's no answer. But to free myself from this sin, how do I do that? What is the answer? And we end up in this spiral, this lyrical spiral of, I wake up, there's already traps. Like I'm not even out of bed yet. Traps all around me. I'm greedy. It's evil. It's everywhere. The harsh stares of people around me that I couldn't do anything with. I cry for a miracle in this reality. Rewind. I was madly in love. I was a fool addicted to your sweetness. Yeah, a fool. So is the sweetness in these lips the greed? You know, the dream of maybe it's fame, maybe it's money. I didn't want to let go of the touch of evil. Too bad, but it's too sweet. It's too sweet. And then we just spiral lyrically all the way to the end. It's too evil. Yeah, it's evil. There's no resolution, but there is closure. And that closure is he wants to get out of it, but he can't. Again, if I'm even remotely close to this, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I don't understand. Okay, now we have to watch the choreography and see what Hobie's trying to say physically. Is there a name? Is there a name for that? I know, like, some of you will say it's contemporary or it's contemporary. What else is there's another style, I can't remember it. But like when you're essentially just telling a story like that physically in dance choreography, is there a name for that? Some of you will say, yeah, it's dancing. I know that. But is there a specific type, like terminology I should be aware of? I like to learn. I like to learn too. You don't have to yell at me. Cheers.
My scene was not specifically this or that, but consisted of having shaken hands with the devil. The devil held me in his clutches. The enemy was behind me.
Is he implying, now this is just a quote from the book, so it's not necessarily like specifically 100% accurate with the lyrics of the song or what Hobie's trying to say choreographically. Did I just say that word right? Wow. But is that implying when the devil held him, there was another enemy that was behind him? Greed. Whatever. Another enemy, a worse enemy that was bigger than the devil? Or was the devil the enemy he's talking about? These are the hard questions we gotta ask. Notice he starts out on his knees in what appears to be sunlight. And he enters darkness.
어두워져가 내 미래의 빛 지기 어린 사랑의 이른 꿈을 내 야망의 도끼 매어 칼을 갈았지 뭐 참을 수 없는 내 욕심에 칼을 무뎌져 알고 있었다 이 사랑은 악마의 또 다른 이름 손을 잡지 마 외쳤지만 쳐버렸지 내 양심을 날이 갈수록 느끼는 날카로운 현실도 현실에 지겨운 때 묻은 빛
I kind of want to see if the captions line up here. They do. Okay, I'm going to go back.
어두워져가 내 미래의 빛 지기 어린 사랑의 이른 꿈을
I lost my dream. I lost it.
야망의 도끼
Poisonous ambition.
매어 칼을 갈았지 뭐 참을 수 없는 내 욕심에 칼을 무뎌져 알고 있었다 이 사랑은 악마의 또 다른 이름 손을 잡지 마 외쳤지만 쳐버렸지 내 양심을 날이 갈수록 느끼는 날카로운 현실도 현실에 지겨운 때 묻은 비트 생각 못했지 그 욕심이 지옥을 부르는 나팔이 던지는 숨이 차오르고 뒤틀린 현실에 눈 감는 매일 밤 울리는 비극에 오르고 But 잊어버게 그걸 잊는 게 당초에 보기가 안 돼요 그 소리 너무 달콤했기에 연했지 버려진 미래
My future was abandoned to the love for you.
깨어나고 볼 땐 이미 사방인지를 건드릴 수 없는 매서운주의 시선들 기적을 외쳐 현실을 미치도록 좋았지 달콤함에 중독된 병신 그래 병신 놓치기 싫어 쌍마의 손길을 Too bad But it's the sweet It's the sweet It's the sweet Too bad
Wow.
But it's the sweet
It's almost like this transition to this mode, it's like you're watching Hobie embrace the evil. Like at first he wants to fight it, but then he realizes like it's too good. It's too good. And he just embraces it. Watch his facial expressions. Watch his body movements. It's good. Oh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, too bad. It's too sweet. It's too good. So this whole choreography right before the transition where he does the aerial, and then we transition into that acid trip, if you will, where the evil is taking place, I think. This is the struggle. The struggle's happening. There's a lot of these big movements, and it's a lot of like struggling techniques, I guess. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but you follow me. But once we transition in the aerial and we land on the acid trip where it's evil, it's a whole different Hobie. See, this is a battle with himself. If you watch these moves, he is battling with himself. So it's like he's over here and he blocks that. He grabs it, pulls it back. And then like he goes up here and the foot comes up. This is a battle within himself that he is showing us physically. There's two sides to Hobie here. Wow, I love that shot. That's so good. You remember how we talked about there's no closure, there's no resolution, there's no real solution to the problem that he's trying to fight. He's trying to get away from the evil, away from the greed. There's no solution, but there is closure. This has gone full circle because at the very beginning, when he started, he was on his knees here, and he ends after this whole struggle on his knees again, completely just empty. I might even go one step further. If he had ended right here and it went to black, right? We pull out, it goes to black. I would have said, just like I just did, completely empty. But this last move gives us a little bit of information. And you know what that means? That the struggle continues. Because when he fades into the darkness, watch what's happening. He's still struggling with himself. This will never end. Bro, I need to come up with a different word. It's literally like 99.387% of you are not bros or bruv or bra or dudes. It just rolls off the tongue though. Focus, bro. That's for me. Oh. Amazing. Wow. So that was Boy Meets Evil. So that's the one that wasn't BU, but it hints at BU. Okay, I get that now. That's nice. I'm glad I watched that. That's a good little tie-in. I don't think it necessarily gave us like new information, but but we saw some tie-ins. See, this is where I got to be careful, because if that's not official BU, I can't necessarily, like, I can accept connections. I can accept nods, like paying homage to pieces of the videos that we've seen because they're shown here as well. There's tie-ins. However, I can't take information from the previous videos and then take information from here and then try to merge the two. That's a problem because this is not official BU. So what I was about to say, I'm going to just completely ignore it. You want to hear it though, don't you? I shouldn't. We know I'm going to. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't apply. All I was going to say, don't say it. It could taint people's thoughts. Well, if I'm tainted, you're tainted too. You're here on the couch with me on this journey. All I was going to say was, I wonder if this morphing, this transitioning that we've seen with Hobie here and the evil coincides with the character of Hobie in the BU where there's some substance abuse happening, whether that's illegal or recreational or medicinal or whatever the case might be. Whatever that is, if that is tied in with this version of Hobie that's greedy or, is evil or however you want to put it. But we can't do that. We can't do that. That's going to taint the issue. Say taint more, bro. I feel like I've had like 2 sips of this, and I should go live. That's what I should do. At 7:30, I should do that. But see, you're watching this like tomorrow. So for you, I'll have gone live last night. And then if this is public on YouTube like a couple months from now, I'll have gone live like a couple months ago. But you'll be watching this thinking, is he going to go live right now? Now, if I'm really good, I'll wait till this drops. I'll wait till it ends, live premiere, and then I'll go live. Yo, how sick would that be? I'm never going to remember to do that. So don't get your hopes up. But if I did, that'd be so badass. Like, people would talk about me then. Like, for good reasons, This is awesome. I love this stuff. Okay. This, at 42 minutes, is the shortest BU video I have done to date. 42 minutes. And hell, the first 7 minutes was me running my food hole. Not cool. However, I don't want to continue because the next one, which so many people are dying to see, is Blood, Sweat, and Tears. And the one after that is going to be Blood, Sweat, and Tears, the Japanese version. So I want to start fresh with those. They might be in one video. I have no idea. I don't know how long they are or how deep I'm going to go. But yeah, I want to start fresh with those. So I'm sorry for the short video, but like I said, this month I'm going to try to knock out a couple extras instead of just the one every other week. So as a thank you. So much love. You know me. You know my name. You know what we're doing. You're looking out for everybody else. Still got a lot to do. Yep. I'm Roscoe, your BTS buddy. Look out for each other. We still have a long journey ahead of us.